Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Tracy again here at Diecast Reviews. Today I have another update video. How many update videos will I have? I have no idea. This is going to be the last one for a while anyway. This is the last three that I've worked on lately and updated, and needed to show these to you. Two out of three of these rascals are kind of tough to take apart and put back together. So, without further ado, 2004 to 2006 Ford Lightning F-150 pickup truck, 2008 Dodge Challenger best RT, and the Saleen S7. These two, let's see, let's make sure now. Don't make me a liar here. Yeah. These two right here, made by Maisto. This one here, made by Hot Wheels. Well, that sucker sits load on it. Nice looking vehicles, all three of them. It's starting to rain on me out here. Got overcast skies, so video's not going to be as good as I'd like it to be. But all three of these have already been previously reviewed. Nice looking vehicles. I would tell you that the Dodge Challenger in the middle is the easiest one to take apart and put back together. That Ford F-150, I would not recommend taking apart. But if you insist on doing it, I would highly recommend that when you take it apart, to videotape it. Because it doesn't look like much here. You flip it over, and this thing, we'll flip it this way. This thing has a chassis underneath it. You can see where it unbolts. 6 places. Doesn't seem like much, does it? Well, when you try to take it loose, you'll get it loose here, and you'll get it loose back here. And then some reason it catches in here. What it is these little side steps right here. You have to knock those out. You have to pull these off the sides. It's not hard, they come out fairly easy. But you got to remember, you got to pop those off. Because if you see right there, the chassis slides right underneath it. And I forgot about that when I put it back together. Also, the pipe, exhaust pipe here, it hooks underneath here. There's also 2 pins underneath the gas tank that pushes down into it. They also have 2 pins underneath the resignators. I think that's what those are. Maybe they're Cadillac, I think they're dual catalytic converters. There's pins underneath there. You've got a lot going on here. But once you figure it all out, it's a nice model. These trucks, had a basic interior. They wasn't, all that great, But what I did to it, colored in the speakers on the doors. And I put the flocking in it. Hope you can see that. Also colored in the cup holder there. The folding center console. And that's about it. Kept it simple. I didn't even bring my brush out here. Nice truck bed. It's all metal. Tailgate drops. Really cool. On the Dodge, made by Maisto, real simple, come apart. A typical Maisto. You have the 2 bolts for your suspension, because this car does have suspension. This one, you got lucky, it only has a bolt, screw there, and one in the middle. And then it comes apart real easy. Of course, I did not take these 2 loose, because I didn't. You can barely see a caliper in there, and it's really minuscule. So I just decided not to do that, not to paint them. Didn't do nothing to under the hood. Same with the truck. I didn't do nothing under the hood of it. It's already done enough as it is. Probably could have done a few things, but I decided not to. on the Dodge Challenger here, I did put flocking in it. I don't know if it'll be enough sun to pick it up or not. Hopefully. Should have brought my flashlight. Turned out pretty good. Also flocked the trunk. Again, I don't know if there's enough to see. Hopefully there is. But it's in there. I didn't have to paint no seatbelt latches or anything. It was already done. Now the Saleen, it's made by Hot Wheels. And this sucker, you have 8 screws holding this thing together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My thumb is 7, 8, and they're little tiny ones. Be careful not to lose them. When you get this thing apart, these side skirts here, these come off. Also these over here on these sides, they'll come off. They just sit on posts. Steering wheel, steering is real close. You can tell I just finished doing both the Dodge and the Saleen. So got a little loose flocking in there. But other than that, yeah, it didn't turn out too bad, I don't think. I mean, you had a completely beige interior, floor, everything. I also painted the backs of the seats, which I don't think you can see. No. And with this one, there's not much engine compartment at all. I think it's either with I think Motor Max makes this model, and they do have a detailed engine compartment, and also the back hatch opens. But on this Hot Wheels version, it doesn't do that. All the stuff here was already done. Of course, that license plate came with it, was already on it. But I didn't do a whole lot. Painted the center of the steering wheel. It looks kind of stupid, but I mean, it got some color to it. But the flocking turned out pretty good. But that's really it. The front trunk don't open either. And I didn't bother painting the calipers. Might have looked a little better if I had, but I didn't do it. See there? I'd have left them alone. It's got more screws in it in the Saleen than the other two does. But for the most part, it wasn't too terribly bad. This one here, this one had me stumped for 2 days. I had to walk away from it for a couple days and everything. I could not figure out why I could get, when I was putting it back together, I could get these two down, this front end down, but I couldn't get the back end down. Nothing was fitting flush. It was bowing up here in the middle, and I could not for the life of me figure out what was holding it. I walked away from it for 2 days, and I went back to it, and I figured out it was these little steps. Then I felt really stupid after that. But anyway, that's the way sometimes it goes. So I recommend, if you decide to take the F-150 apart and do some updates to your model, to yeah, take a lot of pictures or videotape yourself taking it apart. Well, that's going to do it, guys. That's going to do it for this update. Hope you like the updates. I hope you like this video. And if you do, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do, hit that bell button so you'll be notified when the next video gets uploaded. This is Tracy again here at Diecast Reviews. Everybody, and y'all have a good one. We'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.